With my newfound understanding that I could only understand Jesus by the power of God's Spirit, I prayerfully started to seek understanding what Jesus was saying and doing. I gave much thought to the water to wine miracle, being the first one he had performed. I sought to know why he had performed it as the first miracle, and why that particular one, while with his power, he would have performed any other miracle. Then the Spirit blew my mind to see the miracle in new light. I started to see how the water transformed into wine held a lot of meaning. The miraculous transformation was first and foremost a show of the divine power that Jesus of Nazareth had, and how that power was brought to those who received him and invited him. My thoughts took me back to what we taught in the synagogue about wine. In the synagogue, we taught that wine in the scriptures is an expression of God's abundant blessings and represents his joy. Then I got it. That first miracle was a sign to show God's blessings and his continued goodness to humankind. It occurred to me that the miracle was actually a statement on who Jesus was, and that there could not have been a better miracle performed to announce the arrival of the Messiah than turning water into a lot of excellent wine at a wedding. Weddings being joyful events, and wine being the symbol of joy in them. Jesus stepping in to offer a solution had seen him, one, present himself as the source of joy, and joy that never runs out. 2, demonstrate that he had power over nature. 3, cover the shame of the bride and groom. 4, announce himself as the true host of the party. Something that really caught my attention is how the miracle was performed at a wedding party. In our culture, wine running out at a wedding party was unheard of. Guests lacking enough to drink at a wedding would have been a great shame to the bride and groom, and see them start their marriage on the wrong footing. The shame of not being able to host their guests on their big day would have haunted them for the rest of their lives. By performing the miracle at the wedding, Jesus had saved the bride and groom from a big embarrassment and showed his desire to have a deep personal relationship with those who invite him into their party. It was also a statement to everyone else that he was the never-ending joy to those who invite him and receive him in their lives. Could Jesus have used that miracle to show those at the wedding and all of us that our resources are inadequate? And he was the only one who could guarantee us everlasting joy? And for me, Nicodemus, the water to wine miracle now painted a picture of Jesus becoming the true host of any party he is invited to. He no longer appears there as a guest. He becomes the host. He becomes the one who satisfies the deepest wants of man. He used the miracle to invite us not just to believe in Him, but to fully experience God's love and power and have our lives filled with real joy. Join me next week and I will share with you observations I was making from the many miracles that Jesus was performing.